Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shyam. I welcome you all to my channel Dr. PHARMA. And on this video, I'll be discussing on how to minimize the risks of COVID infection by boosting the immunity. So how we can boost our immunity, how the individual can boost their immunity by the diet and several other measures, and can get protected from this infection. So before that, see here, as you know, the common measures, you have to wash your hands regularly by using a hand sanitizer. First thing. Second one, wear the masks properly and cover your mouth and the nose. And remember that there are different types of masks also, like surgical masks is there, cloth masks is there, but it has been observed that N95 masks is more, you can say, more preferable comparing to surgical masks and the cloth masks. Now, and then avoid the unnecessary traveling, and then if you are traveling also, again use a hand sanitizer to disinfect your hands. Now, the individuals having pre-existing illness, see here, any individual who is having the pre-existing illness like diabetes, blood pressure, that is hypertension, cardiovascular system disorder, respiratory system disorder, they are at high risk due to complication, or you can say due to these comorbidities. These individuals is having a high risk to get the COVID infection. Now, older people is at high risk. Now, why? Because of decrease in immunity. Because older people will have decreased immunity, that is why they are at high risk, whereas younger people is at low risk, or you can say lesser risk. See, I'm not telling that there is no risk. I'm talking that younger people is having low risk. Why? Because the younger people will have more immunity or increase in immunity as compared to older people, right? Again, if they are a chronic smoker or they are a alcoholic, means if they are taking alcohol, again this individual will be more susceptible to get this infection, because you know that the smoking can damage our lungs, and you know that the COVID-19, or you can say the coronavirus, is also causing the acute respiratory distress syndrome. So remember that if you are smoking also, or if you are alcoholic also, quit this so that you will be less susceptible to get the infection. So now we will see some measures how we can improve the immunity. Now in that, number one is improving our diet. In that, you have to take a low carbohydrate diets or low carb diets, which includes, you can say, cauliflower, carrot, spinach, and then egg, or you can say fish. So this all belongs to the low carb diets. Then you have to focus on protein rich diet. You know that the protein rich diet includes milk, again you can say fish, or you can say egg, cheese, all that are protein rich food, and you have to take a food which are rich in protein to build our immunity. Then moving towards next, the diet, you have to take a food rich in beta carotene. Now these are the examples: potato, yellow pepper. Now the beta carotene is also acting as an antioxidant, and beta carotene also helps to improve our lung function. That is why you have to take a food which should be rich in beta carotene. Now next is you can say ginger, and then gooseberries, or you can say amla, turmeric, garlic. These all are natural immunity supplement. These all are natural immunity supplement. Remember that. Now the turmeric consists of curcumin, a compound named curcumin, which helps in building the immunity in our body. Now apart from this, vitamin C is very useful. The other name for vitamin C is ascorbic acid, and vitamin C is helping in building the immunity and it also helps to prevent the cold. Now it is also acting as a powerful antioxidant, and this will remove or protect our body cells against the damage caused by oxidative stress. Now vitamin C, according to some research, in case of sepsis, that is blood poisoning, or you can say septicemia, and acute respiratory distress syndrome. Sepsis and acute respiratory distress syndrome, the vitamin C, the IV dose of vitamin C can decrease the symptoms, and it can be useful to that patient. Now talking about vitamin D, it is having some mild protective effect against respiratory infection. Now talking to zinc, now zinc is very helpful. Zinc is helping our WBC, that is white blood cells, to fight against the infection. You know that WBC is a defense, is a cell which is acting as a defensive cell, or WBC helps to protect our body cells from the microorganism or from the infection. So zinc, what it will do, it will support, or it will help the WBC so that it can fight against the microorganism. So in other way, you can say that zinc also helps to improve our immunity. Now moving to our next sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, these are the excellent source of protein and vitamin E. So you can take the sunflower seeds as well as pumpkin seeds. Moving towards the other, elderberry, or you can say berry, it consists of, you can see it consists of potassium, iron, copper, phosphorus, and it also consists of some vitamins like vitamin A, B, and C. So if you are taking this berry, you can get this vitamins as well as protein also, as well as you can get number of electrolytes or nutrients which are present in this berry, and it also helps to fight against the cold and the influenza. Now apart from this, we can also take mushroom, tomato, and other greenery vegetables which can be helpful to build our immunity, so that we will be less susceptible to get the infection, or we can say that to get the COVID infection. Now apart from this, the probiotics like yogurts and then fermented foods can rejuvenate, or you can say it can increase the composition of gut bacteria. Gut bacteria means the good bacteria is there, that is microflora in the intestine, which helps in the absorption of nutrients by the body. So apart from this, yogurt and fermented foods are also useful, so that it can increase the gut bacteria, which helps in the absorption of nutrients. In this way, you can our body can build the immunity, and it will be helpful to fight against the COVID infection. So this is some of the diet, or you can say first measure which you can take and increase the immunity. Now the next point is you have to take a proper sleep, that is 6 to 8 hours per day, you might be knowing. And because the lack of sleep may lead to decrease in the brain activity, and which has direct effect on the immunity. So the proper sleep is also important to build the immunity. The next point is stay hydrated, means see, you have to take 3 to 4 liters of water or even more per day, or you can say 8 to 10 glass of water you have to take every day, because the hydration will remove the toxins. If you are taking more water, if you are hydrated, then it will remove the toxins from the body. Then you can take a juice made up of citrus fruit as well as from coconut water, can be helpful. Next is exercise. See, you have to diet followed by exercise will be helpful, because even a light exercise can be helpful to remove the toxins. If you are doing a regular exercise, even a light exercise, then it will remove the toxins, and our body can get a good immunity. At the same time, it will also improve the metabolism in our body, which has a good correlation with the immunity. Then Next is de-stress yourself. Now you know that now lockdown is there. You might be in the home, inside the room for longer period of time. You might get stress, but remember that if you are taking a stress, there will be a release of a hormone cortisol from the adrenal gland, and this cortisols will impair the response, impair the body response, impair the body response, and our body become more susceptible to get infection. That is why try to be away from the stress, and the best method you can decrease your stress is by practicing meditation, or you can say yoga. There are different you can say YouTube channel you can follow how to practice for yoga and the meditation. Then the last one is, as I told you in the beginning of the class, you have to avoid the smoking and the alcohol, so that our body can build a good immune power or immunity, so that it can fight against the COVID infection. So this is some of the measures which can be useful to improve the immunity. I request everyone, maybe you might be knowing, follow these measures. And as I told you beginning of the class, wash your hands regularly, wear the mask properly, take care of yourself, take care of family. Don't go out unnecessarily until unless if any need is there. And I hope that the video is useful. If it is knowledgeable, if it is useful, please share the video to everyone, so that everyone can get some information regarding this. Thank you all.